going and start streaming this to Facebook Live, and we are good to go. Okay. All right, there we go. We're all set. Well, hey, welcome everyone. Thank you so much for joining me on this Friday. If you happen to be watching the recording afterwards, whatever day it is, thank you for joining. Really appreciate it. My name is Brian Van Meter. I am our marketing manager here at Grandstream Networks. In case you don't remember, we're here to talk about our collaboration solutions. Collaboration solutions in general, how are businesses implementing them, and of course, where does Grandstream fall in here? How can you use our various devices, our services, our features to really help sort of support this type of collaboration environment for your customers and your clients. So let's just give you a quick rundown of the presentation today. I'll be just giving a quick presentation. Afterwards, we'll do a full Q&A session, which I'll go ahead and answer any questions you have to the best of my abilities. On top of that, if you have any questions, please feel free to use that Q&A button. It's at the bottom right of your IPVideo browser. For the chat, feel free to just go ahead and use that to communicate with each other, any ideas that you have about potential deployments, comments on the presentation, feel free to just go ahead and use that. But yeah, so with no further ado, let's go ahead and get started. Sharing the presentation real quick. That. Okay. All right, everyone should be able to see my screen real quick. So today we're talking about collaboration solutions. Like I said a little bit earlier, we're going through essentially how do businesses collaborate, what are the sort of most recent practices and trends we're seeing, then of course how Grandstream fits into this, how Grandstream, our devices, services, everything else sort of creates and sort of supports a good organizational collaboration environment. So just to give a quick background about Grandstream, for those who aren't too familiar with us, we were founded in 2002 and have over 600 employees. We have a wide product portfolio containing over 40 products, from everything from our business conferencing solutions all the way to our award-winning IPVXs. We primarily serve the small to medium business size markets as well as consumer markets. We have, of course, as well, we're a global company. We have offices all over, from Boston, Shenzhen, Casablanca, Venezuela, etc. We have an award-winning history, and it's always something we love to bring up and point out here. We're always proud to receive any type of award, whether it be the TMC Communication Solution Product of the Year's Award, our ITSPA Award that we received for our, I believe is the GXP 1760W phone, TMC Lab Innovation Awards, our Frost & Sullivan Award, and etc. We're always really proud to receive these, like to kind of show them off a little bit. Just kind of means that we're going in the right direction. People like what we're creating. So when it comes to Grandstream, kind of one of the key things that we always talk about here is the total Grandstream solution. We have everything from IP telephony, conferencing, networking products, security products. We really like to sort of poise ourselves as a somewhat of a one-stop shop when it comes to your business deployments. But today, what we're talking about is business and organizational collaboration. So how do businesses collaborate? Definitely a good question. What are some of the more recent practices that we're seeing? What do we mean when we're talking about business and organizational collaboration? The three key things that we sort of develop and sort of cater to here when it comes to collaboration, businesses collaborate through three main ways. On-site meetings, so this is huddle room sessions, on-site workspaces, meeting spaces, conferencing. If you've ever taken a moment to meet with a few of your coworkers to the side in a meeting space, take your laptops, everything else, that's one way. The second way here is remote and virtual conference spaces. So businesses collaborate with people outside of the individuals that are on site with them. And this can both be in the organization's network. So let's say you're connecting and communicating with remote employees, with remote coworkers, as well as outside of the organization's network. So businesses collaborating with clients, customers. I'm sure everyone here has had a conversation, multiple conversations with customers and clients over the phone, over email, etc. The third main way that we kind of want to point out here is desktop breakouts between managers and executives. The manager and the executive, as I'm sure you all know when you've made deployments for businesses, for our resellers out there, these people live and breathe work at their desk. The office and the sort of workstation that they create is sort of just where the magic happens. So they need to be able to work together and collaborate from that area with everyone inside and outside of their organization. So we'll jump a little bit more into these in a second. So how are businesses influencing this type of collaboration? What are some of the more recent trends and practices that we're seeing? And these trends can both hurt and help, which is a good thing to point out. Two key ones that are really helping is the hybrid office layout. We've been talking about it a few times here. One of the biggest issues, as I'm sure you guys remember it years ago, pretty recently actually, with the quote-unquote open office, is just, man, does it kill individual productivity. It's great for group collaboration, everyone sitting around together, being able to bounce ideas off each other, really work together in a collaborative space, but it isn't the best, an open office layout isn't the best for that individual productivity. Because of this, offices are starting to move towards a more hybrid layout. This is providing areas in which individuals can work together while still supporting the mobility to sort of move to a more cubicle area, a little more private area that you can be sort of individually productive. Sort of the best of both worlds here. Managers and executives are definitely practicing more of an open decision-making process. Transparency is becoming a huge thing in the managerial world, being able to take the ideas of those who work within your organization to make completely informed and really good decisions is key here. Definitely a huge practice we see coming out. A few things that actually can hurt collaboration, a way businesses can influence collaboration, possibly in a negative way, trends that we're seeing. Employees are now allowed to operate both remotely and in office. This is definitely something that can have an impact on how employees work together, being able to have people work remotely and just geographically separated. Lastly, flexible working hours. This is talking more towards the sort of operating remotely and in office. We're seeing businesses more and more being able to offer more flexible working hours, giving employees the option of, hey, if you want to work 10 hours a day for 4 days a week, great. If you want to stick to the 8 hour to 5 day a week format, you can definitely do that too. All these different ways businesses are influencing collaboration just while trying to keep their employees productive and their business operating the best way possible. So how about when it comes to technology? Technology basically enhances this collaboration. Where businesses are influencing it, both in positive ways, technology can then come in and make it even better. Where businesses are influencing collaboration and maybe even possibly hurting it, technology can come in and bridge that gap. So it really helps accelerate idea to solution process. It really makes that sort of initial idea quicker. Sort of technology will help bring people together when creating that initial idea and then taking it all the way down the line and finalizing it. provides mobility throughout an office. So, technology, we see bring your own device becoming more and more of a trend, obviously. Laptops are really taking the place of, tower computers. Really, mobility is becoming key for on-site offices. Of course, it's uniting geographically separated offices along with geographically separated people. Distance really isn't becoming an issue too much anymore. Like I said, enables remote workforce to be more impactful. It cuts down on organizational friction. This is kind of a word that we've been seeing pop up more and more. What is organizational friction or friction in general? It's essentially any type of issues or kind of concept or little areas in which productivity could slow down. If I had to shoot you an email to get you to proof something or sign off, that time that to wait for you to actually look at it, send it back with your edits, that's friction. That's time taken in which time taken out of the kind of idea to solution process. Sort of really helps slow things down, which you don't want. Friction's bad. Reach and engage more customers. Technology is really making us being able to reach out to more customers, more clients, and really expand the capabilities of our businesses. All right, so just to delve a little bit here into it, definitely when you're making deployments, when it comes to on-site collaboration workspaces, what are some of these key ways that companies are sort of influencing collaboration using technology to essentially, support it? Like I said, the hybrid office is definitely a big thing. We're aiming to combine productivity and collaboration. Businesses and offices are moving more and more towards this hybrid layout. Like I said, it's really a factor that creates the best of both worlds. How are they doing this with technology to help support this? Immersive Wi-Fi networks is a huge thing. It helps create that mobile environment that enables employees to be able to move throughout it seamlessly, easily. Traditional workspaces, your conference rooms, your collaboration spaces, smaller meeting rooms are becoming project-driving powerhouses. And I'll go into how with the tech side on this in a moment. And of course, this whole idea, it's what's eliminating friction that reduces efficiency. Technology helps eliminate that friction. The idea of a hybrid office, being able to have people just easily come together and work together, it eliminates that friction of being able to, of having to send things to other people, long drawn out phone calls, misunderstanding because you can't see people face to face and work together. All right, so remote and virtual workspaces, if you remember, this is kind of one of those second key things here. Video conferencing connects offices, remote workers, clients, and more. This is a huge practice and trend that we're seeing. It's really helping to create a productive virtual workspace. Technology sort of is really helping bring us all together. Makes your meetings more impactful. Talk to any salesperson out there and they'll tell you having that availability to speak face-to-face with someone, that face-to-face communication makes everything so much more easier. If you're able to bring someone in as well into a webinar space, a meeting space, people can work together and you can really help show off presentations, documents, and really make things shine. It helps scales business capabilities geographically. Like I said, when you're making a deployment, definitely you want to be able to encourage a business and say, hey, you can reach outside your traditional geographical region. This technology helps you get more customers. That's key. That's important. And then, of course, it's reinvesting on that hybrid office format. I touched on this in the last slide, but adding video conferencing to these meeting rooms, huddle rooms, everything like that can help take those sort of on-site locations and put them into a more virtual space that anyone can join. All right, and then of course how technology is influencing executive and managerial collaboration. Like I said, managers and executives spend most of their time at their desks and in their offices. They almost live, breathe, eat, and sleep there. This is mostly just because of the amount of work that they have to do, actually organizing everything that goes on within the business and making really important decisions here. Our video collaboration on desktops that's sort of being deployed, that technology is helping amplify that productivity. So managers and executives can basically create a workstation that will solve all of their issues. Like I said, it helps eliminate friction. Like I said, friction's a bad thing. Helps eliminate the friction in the decision-making process by bringing people together in video conferencing environments more easily and a lot more simply. Of course, it enables others to provide insight and ideas on a sort of face-to-face scale. Like I said, that's a very important thing. Then, of course, executive and managerial offices are more so turned into a collaboration hub. And I'll go into how in a second here. All right. So where does Grandstream contribute to all of this technology? And I'm just going to take a quick drink of water here. All right. So now you know how technology is sort of influencing these three sort of key collaboration practices that businesses are deploying. So where does Grandstream fit into these sort of on-site tech side of things? Of course, like I said, it comes from, it's all about mobility when it comes to the on-site collaboration. Our GWN Wi-Fi access solution creates immersive wireless networks to really encourage those people to be able to move throughout a hybrid network. It encourages and supports user roaming. That's not an issue. People can easily move from one side of the office to the other, even if it's a multiple level office. That's a simple thing to do. The portable Wi-Fi phone that we develop is key for user mobility. It really allows people to get up and go and continue to communicate. They can stay attached to their desktop, to their workstation, without having an actual desktop phone. They can move throughout any Wi-Fi environment easily while still having all those important call handling features and communication features. So just to go into the devices that kind of go into this when you're looking to sort of deploy this on-site collaboration kind of technological solution, like I said, our GWN access points. We have enterprise, mid-range, and long-range. So the first one up here is our GWN 7610. This is the ideal choice for your typical office. Just go through this on a more kind of feature overview scale. The high bandwidth and data exchange is really key here. So this device is perfect for just a little bit lower amount of clients, but better bandwidth and data exchange speeds. Has 3x3 MIMO technology, can support up to 250 plus clients. The GWN 76000 is a mid-range option. It's best for more condensed user environments. This is 2x2x2 MIMO technology, so it can actually support up to 450 clients. How does this compare to the 7610? We just like to say 7610, less clients, faster experience. GWN 76000, more clients, a little bit slower data exchange. All right. In the GWN 76000, this is more for outdoor and long-range solutions. So if you're ever deploying any type of on-site kind of mobile solution, let's say this is more so for event halls, cargo docks, warehouses, logistic-focused areas, this is a go-to choice to sort of create that. All right. Like I said here, the WP820 then is our enterprise portable Wi-Fi phone, one of our newer releases that we are really excited about. This device supports dual band Wi-Fi with advanced roaming support to really enable users to be able to move about, meet and work and collaborate together while still being able to stay individually productive by having access to all of those key important communication features. Has a built-in, 2 SIP accounts, 2 lines, built-in accelerometer, panic button, push to talk, 7.5-hour talk time, 150-hour standby time. You kind of get the idea here. It's really empowering people to be able to move throughout an office seamlessly and easily. All right, so when it comes to sort of connecting those individuals, different offices, creating virtual meeting environments, that comes down to our conferencing solutions here. So where our technology contributes here is the GVC 3200 series. It helps to deploy these robust video capabilities to help geographically separate people come together. Really helps connect those isolated users that, like I said, these business practices of allowing flexible work hours, allowing people to be able to work remotely, really helps bridge the gap there and bring them back into an organization and back into this sort of collaboration fold that we're trying to create here. Our IPVideo platform enhances the GVC video collaboration. It gives it virtual productivity, and I'll go into that a little bit here in a second. IPVT10, that's our video conferencing enterprise server. It creates an easy to access and just this complete robust organizational virtual collaboration. People can connect anywhere from inside or outside of a collaboration easily throughout several different meeting rooms at just a click of a button, able to work together really quickly. Of course, we also have our GAC 25000 for seamless audio conferencing as well. Okay, so just going into a little bit more detail here. So the GVC video conferencing devices, these are great for your boardroom, meeting room, and huddle rooms to sort of connect people. The GVC 3200, it provides a complete suite of features for your boardrooms and large conference rooms. That's kind of the target for this. With both a built-in MCU, gives all the way to that 9-way hybrid protocol video conference. And I'll let you read through the different features and specs there, but this is the ideal choice if you're trying to encourage video and virtual collaboration in those big boardrooms and conference rooms. The 3202 is a little bit of a step down compared to the 3200. It's the ideal choice for those smaller conference rooms and kind of larger meeting spaces. It only has a built-in MCU for 3-way hybrid protocol video conferencing, so a little bit less a little bit less than the amount of people that can just join natively to it. However, this is definitely the better choice for that little mid-range collaboration type of experience. Last but not least here is the GVC 3210 on the bottom there. This is for any type of huddle room and meeting space. It's a point-to-point as-is hybrid protocol video conferencing device, but of course this can be completely expanded and improved upon with IPVideo. All right, so let's just touch base real quick on IPVideo. So this is a service that we provide for unified video conferencing and web collaboration. You can join it from any computer, GVC, the IPVideo app, or call in from any landline. So essentially what this does is it enables you to take any type of GVC 3200 video conferencing device and create a virtual meeting room that individuals can join. It has a suite of collaboration-focused features. As you can see right now, you're using it right now if you're joining this meeting through IPVideo. But basically enables for screen sharing via the web browser or any GVC 3200 series video conferencing system. It can link GVC 3200 series models in multiple locations. Of course, it provides HD audio for all attendees. So if you want to be able to sort of expand the capabilities of GVC 3200, sort of take that sort of huddle room, meeting room, boardroom, conference room, and open it up to your remote employees, remote clients, where they can join from any laptop, IPVideo will enable those GVCs to be able to do that. All right, IPVT10. This is one of our more latest releases as well. This is our enterprise video conferencing server. So you deploy this for any organization if you want to enable them to be able to seamlessly and easily work together in network or out of network. So this can support up to 120 video feeds and 300 participants across all conference sessions and up to 10 simultaneous conference rooms. So this enables individuals to be able to essentially really easily create a sort of virtual conference room that individuals can join, usually from their web browsers and laptop computers, and really easily just come together and collaborate in that way. This is definitely for those larger enterprise deployments that you have where it could be multi-level or even multi-site. This is definitely a go-to choice for that. I'll just leave this up here for a second just so you guys can just kind of glance and take a look at the technical specs here. All right, last but not least, when it comes to sort of encouraging that collaboration from outside of the company, bringing more people in, is our GAC 2500. It's our Android IP conference phone. This is perfect to deploy as well. If video conferencing and video collaboration isn't a primary need, deploying this in a meeting room, huddle room, even tiny, smaller conferencing space, this is ideal. You can be able to bring in several different lines and people to work together in one type of audio environment. Like I said, it's all about cutting down the friction and being able to just bring people in together remotely. This is key here. All right, last but not least, the technology that we make that sort of contributes to that executive and managerial collaboration. That's our GXV 3200 and GXV 32,000 and GXV 33,000 series. It really helps deploy that desktop collaboration. So it comes with really robust video capabilities. Basically, it runs on the Android OS, so you can have app-based collaboration from any type of video conferencing application that you can access via the Google Play Store. Of course, it also supports point-to-point video conferencing as well. This helps managers and executives who are more or less kind of glued to their desktops to being able to get more done, meet with more people, and work face-to-face with others. Of course, the GVC 3210 with IPVideo turns that sort of executive or managerial office into a hub for collaboration. We've seen this actually deployed in a few areas, which is pretty cool. It's essentially deployed across from the desktop. That way a manager or an executive can really easily have these large meetings with several different of their employees within an organization. Just a click of the button. Individuals don't all have to crowd into the executive's office. They'd be able to just join from their laptops or, of course, another GVC conferencing device to be able to meet with the executive or the manager. This helps really encourage and support that whole trend of managers being able to include more in the decision-making process, to being able to gather more information quickly and efficiently. All right, so just to kind of go through the things that support this, the actual devices. This is our GXV 3240 here. It's our Android video IP phone, completely supporting that sort of video conferencing, video collaboration environment straight from the desktop. Has a 4.3-inch touchscreen device, 6 lines, 6-way audio conferencing, and 3-way video conferencing. Of course, like I said, it has that third-party Android application as well, and comes built in with Wi-Fi, PoE, Bluetooth, etc. The next one here, and this is a little bit more of one of our flagship models that people definitely usually recognize, is our GXV 3370 Android IP phone. We really like to call these two devices just multimedia workstations that people can easily meet together with. Runs on Android 7.0 with a 7-inch touchscreen. Has all the way up to the 16 lines to encourage true just collaboration, being able to work with multiple people with 7-way audio conferencing at no cost and 3-way video conferencing. Like I said, same with the last one. It supports third-party Android apps, and it's completely built in with a whole suite of collaboration features that you would need for any executive to be able to work with others efficiently and easily. All right. So I'm not really going to mention just for this one, just because I touched on it a little bit earlier, the 3210, but definitely it's something that can be deployed into this smaller type of huddle rooms, or in this example, for your executives and your managerial situations. All right. So let's just kind of wrap it all up here, guys, and I'll go ahead and get over to the questions here. So it's all about developing collaboration. So businesses are focusing on collaboration more than ever. The technology that we deploy enhances and supports that organizational collaboration. It sort of supports the things that companies are doing to help people work together. Hybrid office spaces where people need to be able to efficiently move about, move together, and join each other and collaborate, and then move back to their own personal working areas. Creates that sort of conferencing and virtual collaboration space that people can join from multi-site to remote employees, to even your clients, customers, and their clients as well. Then it also bridges the gap that certain business practices can create. Like I said, flex working hours, remote workers, those people need to be able to collaborate with people who are in office as well. And the technology that we can deploy here and the technology that you can deploy through Grandstream helps sort of bridge that gap, helps bring people back into the fold of the business so that they can easily work together. Grandstream's robust collaboration solutions that we support here. Like I said, it's our on-site collaboration. That's our Wi-Fi capability, the Wi-Fi access points, the WPA20 portable Wi-Fi phone enables people to move throughout an organization and work together. The remote and virtual collaboration solutions that we have here, being able to bring everyone in together. That's the GVC conferencing devices with IPVideo and the IPVT10 enterprise video conferencing server. And then, of course, our managerial and executive collaboration solutions here. That's our desktop video phones, our GXV3240 and our GXV3370, enabling managers and executives to being able to bring more people in to conference and work with more people more efficiently. Like I said, guys, I said it a few times here, it's all about, when it comes to collaboration, the key to it is that it's cutting down on that friction. It's cutting down on the time it takes to solve an issue for your customers to work together. And all of these solutions help to eliminate that friction. It takes that process of the idea generation all the way to the solution, and it shortens it. Makes it a lot easier, and it makes it so that people can really seamlessly work together. And that's good for business. All right, guys. So that's our sort of collaboration presentation here. And let me pop back over to our conference here, and I'll share my screen and come back in. And there I am. All right, guys. So just kind of touch on this real quick before I take questions. I will be showing this, sharing this presentation and the recording afterwards to everyone who joined. It's also going up on our YouTube page as well, and our Facebook page for those watching currently on Facebook Live. Appreciate you joining. Hello. If you have any questions and are watching on Facebook Live, or you're watching this on YouTube afterwards, feel free to just go ahead and ask it in the comments below. I'll be able to help you out there. But otherwise, feel free to ask any questions on the Q&A side of things through IPVideo. And it looks like we don't have any, so I'm going to wait for just a second. But I think we're good. But yeah, guys, I hope you learned a lot about how businesses are starting to practice different trends and different activities to help their employees collaborate both internally and externally, and also how Grandstream essentially enhances and supports this productivity and this collaboration with the devices at your disposal. So if you have any questions afterwards, feel free to just shoot me an email. Like I said, I'm sending this out. And have yourselves a wonderful weekend. Thank you for joining me on this Friday. Take care, guys. Bye-bye.